50 English idioms commonly used in conversations. Break a leg. This idiom is used to wish someone good luck, especially before a performance or important event. Example sentences. Break a leg tonight at your play, I'm sure you'll do great. Good luck on your exam tomorrow, break a leg. Cost an arm and a leg. This idiom means something is very expensive. Example sentences. I want to buy a new car, but they cost an arm and a leg. I can't afford to go on that cruise, it costs an arm and a leg. Cry over spilled milk. This idiom means to complain or feel sad about something that has already happened and can't be changed. Example sentences. Don't cry over spilled milk, we'll find a solution. There's no point in crying over spilled milk, we need to move on. Easy as pie. This idiom means something is very simple or easy to do. Example sentences. The math problem was easy as pie, I finished it in no time. The recipe was easy as pie, even I could make it. Face the music. This idiom means to accept the consequences of one's actions or to confront a difficult situation. Example sentences. It's time to face the music and apologize for what you did. She finally faced the music and told the truth. Feel under the weather. This idiom means to feel ill or not well. Example sentences. I'm feeling under the weather, I think I have a cold. He's been under the weather for a few days, I hope he gets better soon. Get cold feet. This idiom means to feel nervous or uncertain about doing something. Example sentences. I was about to ask her to marry me, but I got cold feet at the last minute. She was going to skydive, but she got cold feet and backed out. Get the ball rolling. This idiom means to start or initiate something. Example sentences. Let's get the ball rolling and start planning the party. We need to get the ball rolling on this project, we're running out of time. Give someone the cold shoulder. This idiom means to ignore or reject someone. Example sentences. She gave me the cold shoulder after our argument. He was giving me the cold shoulder, I didn't know what I did wrong. Good things come to those who wait. This idiom means that if you are patient and wait, good things will happen to you. Example sentences. Don't worry, good things come to those who wait. I've been waiting for a promotion for a long time, good things come to those who wait. Have a chip on your shoulder. This idiom means to have a negative attitude or to be easily offended. Example sentences. He always has a chip on his shoulder, he's hard to work with. She had a chip on her shoulder and was constantly arguing with her coworkers. Hit the nail on the head. This idiom means to accurately identify or solve a problem. Example sentences. You hit the nail on the head, that's exactly what the problem is. His diagnosis was spot on, he hit the nail on the head. In the same boat. This idiom means to be in the same situation or facing the same problem as someone else. Example sentences. We're all in the same boat, let's work together to find a solution. She was struggling with the same problem, we were in the same boat. Kill two birds with one stone. This idiom means to accomplish two things with one effort. Example sentences. I'm going to the store, I'll kill two birds with one stone and pick up dinner while I'm there. By taking this class, I'll kill two birds with one stone and learn a new skill and meet new people. Let the cat out of the bag. This idiom means to reveal a secret or secret information. Example sentences. Oops, I let the cat out of the bag, I wasn't supposed to tell anyone about the surprise party. She let the cat out of the bag and told everyone about the new project. Make a long story short. This idiom means to summarize a story or make it shorter. Example sentences. I could tell you the whole story, but to make a long story short, it all worked out in the end. She told me a long story, but to make a long story short, she got the job. Miss the boat. This idiom means to miss an opportunity or fail to take advantage of a situation. Example sentences. I missed the boat on that sale. I should have gone to the store earlier. He missed the boat on the chance to travel. He was too busy with work. Once in a blue moon. This idiom means rarely or very seldom. Example sentences. I only go to that restaurant once in a blue moon, it's too expensive for me. I see her once in a blue moon, she's always busy with work. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. This idiom means to move from a bad situation to a worse situation. Example sentences. I left my old job to start my own business, but I went from the frying pan into the fire. She thought moving to the city would be better, but she went from the frying pan into the fire. Paint the town red. This idiom means to go out and have a wild or fun time. Example sentences. Let's paint the town red and go out for a night on the town. They painted the town red for his bachelor party. Put all your eggs in one basket. This idiom means to risk everything by relying on one thing or one strategy. Example sentences. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, diversify your investments. She put all her eggs in one basket and quit her job to start her own business. Read between the lines. This idiom means to understand the hidden meaning or subtext in something. Example sentences. I could tell he wasn't happy, you just have to read between the lines. She was trying to hide her feelings, but if you read between the lines you could tell she was upset. Raining cats and dogs. This idiom means to rain very heavily. Example sentences. It's raining cats and dogs outside, better grab an umbrella. The storm was so bad, it was raining cats and dogs. Rip off. This idiom means to overcharge or take advantage of someone. Example sentences. That store is a rip-off, they charged me twice the normal price. He felt like he was ripped off, he didn't get what he paid for. Rock the boat. This idiom means to upset the status quo or cause trouble. Example sentences. Don't rock the boat, everything is going well. She was warned not to rock the boat, but she spoke up anyway. Roll with the punches. This idiom means to adapt to changes or unexpected situations. Example sentences. You have to roll with the punches in this line of work, things change all the time. She was a pro at rolling with the punches, she never let anything get her down. Running around like a chicken with its head cut off. This idiom means to be in a state of confusion or chaos. Example sentences. The office was running around like a chicken with its head cut off, everyone was trying to finish the project. He was running around like a chicken with its head cut off, he had too many things to do. Scapegoat. This idiom means to blame someone for something that is not their fault. Example sentences. They made her the scapegoat for the failed project. He was the scapegoat for the company's losses, but it wasn't his fault. Shoot the breeze. This idiom means to have a casual conversation. Example sentences. Let's go grab a coffee and shoot the breeze. They were just shooting the breeze, they had nothing important to talk about. Spill the beans. This idiom means to reveal secret information. Example sentences. Don't spill the beans, I don't want anyone to know yet. She spilled the beans and told everyone the surprise party was for her. Take with a grain of salt. This idiom means to approach something with skepticism or caution, especially information that may be untrue. Example sentences. She told us a lot of stories, but we took it all with a grain of salt. You have to take what he says with a grain of salt, he's known for exaggerating. The ball is in your court. This idiom means it is now your turn to act or make a decision. Example sentences. The ball is in your court, what do you want to do? I've made my proposal, now the ball is in your court. The best of both worlds. This idiom means to have the benefits of two different things at the same time. Example sentences. She found a job that offered the best of both worlds, a good salary and flexible hours. He had the best of both worlds, a great job and a loving family. The last straw. This idiom means the final problem or issue in a series of problems that finally leads to a breaking point. Example sentences. That was the last straw, I can't take it anymore. His rude behavior was the last straw, she finally decided to leave him. The whole 9 yards. This idiom means everything, all the way, or completely. Example sentences. She went the whole 9 yards and decorated the whole house for the party. He wanted to do it the whole 9 yards and make a proper proposal. Throw in the towel. This idiom means to give up or abandon an effort. Example sentences. She was about to throw in the towel and give up on her dream. He was struggling, but he didn't throw in the towel and kept trying. Tie the knot. This idiom means to get married. Example sentences. They finally tied the knot and got married after 10 years together. She'd always dreamed of tying the knot on a beach, and that's what she did. Time is money. This idiom means that time is valuable and should not be wasted. Example sentences. He always says time is money, he never takes a day off. She understood that time is money and never wasted her time on unimportant things. To be a catch. This idiom means to be a desirable person, usually used in reference to romantic relationships. Example sentences. She's a catch, any guy would be lucky to have her. He's a catch, he's got a great job, a great personality, and he's handsome. To be on the same page. This idiom means to be in agreement or understanding with someone. Example sentences. We need to be on the same page before we start the project. They were finally on the same page and their relationship improved. To be on thin ice. This idiom means to be in a precarious or risky situation. Example sentences. She's on thin ice, one more mistake and she'll lose her job. He's on thin ice with his boss, he needs to be more careful. To beat around the bush. This idiom means to avoid getting to the point or speaking directly about a subject. Example sentences. He was beating around the bush, she wanted a straight answer. She was always beating around the bush, she never gave a direct answer. To bend over backward. This idiom means to make a great effort to help or accommodate someone. Example sentences. She bent over backward to make sure everyone was happy. He bent over backward to help her, even though he didn't know her well. To call it a day. This idiom means to stop working or to end something for the day. Example sentences. Let's call it a day, we've done enough for today. They called it a day and went home after a long day of work. To cry over spilled milk. This idiom means to waste time and effort on something that cannot be changed. Example sentences. Don't cry over spilled milk, it's over and done with. She was crying over spilled milk, there was nothing she could do to change it. To cut corners. This idiom means to do something in a cheaper or quicker way, but often at the cost of quality or accuracy. Example sentences. They cut corners and the project was a failure. He always cut corners, but eventually, it caught up with him. To face the music. This idiom means to accept the consequences of one's actions or decisions. Example sentences. He had to face the music and accept the consequences of his actions. She was ready to face the music, she knew what she did was wrong. To give someone the cold shoulder. This idiom means to ignore or snub someone. Example sentences. She gave him the cold shoulder, she was still mad at him. He gave her the cold shoulder, he didn't like her attitude. To have a chip on one's shoulder. This idiom means to be overly sensitive or easily offended. Example sentences. He had a chip on his shoulder and always took things too personally. She had a chip on her shoulder, she was always looking for a fight. To have a hidden agenda. This idiom means to have a secret or ulterior motive for doing something. Example sentences. She suspected he had a hidden agenda, she didn't trust him. He always had a hidden agenda, he never did anything for free. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more videos.